Good morning to all my entrepreneurs out there, all my future entrepreneurs, and all my beautiful people. Today we're going to get the Range Rover fixed. Now I told y'all in the other video, my front right airbag went out on the passenger side. So it got the Range Rover leaning like this. So we actually gonna take care of it today. We was waiting on the part. I hit up my mechanic and they ready to take care of it today. But before we leave, before we head out, I wanna show y'all what it looked like. Y'all see how this side is lifted up and this side as well, because it's tilting like that. So we come on this side over here, and as you can see, it's hugging the wheel. It's not supposed to do that. Of course, like I said, the airbag went out, but that's what we're finna go do. We're gonna take care of it. Once we get to the shop, I'll pick back up. So I dropped off the Rover at my guy's shop. He just hit me and said that it was complete. But I wanted to show y'all, like, after we dropped it off, I came back home, I worked out, got back to work, and I'm still trying to get my first commercial cleaning contract. So instead of going to sites today, since tomorrow is Thanksgiving and I highly doubt they actually be on location, I've just been going on Plan Hub, finding out what project is what, seeing if they broke ground, and also with Plan Hub, some of these emails that they send from these job sites, they'll send the project manager or the person that's in charge of that project, they'll put their contact info and email. So what I'll do is I'll submit my bid, or basically I'll manually submit my bid. I'll do the numbers, see what makes sense. Since we're trying to get our first job, I'm trying to be super competitive. So I'll create a bid and then I'll email them that bid directly. Trying to be competitive because there's a lot of competition out here. You want jobs, you have to be competitive. So even if we lose or we're not profitable as much, at least we got our first job. So I'm hoping to close on our first job probably next week, since today or this week is the holidays. So that being said, we're finna go pick up this Range Rover. You ready? Safety, you ready? Say yeah. Say yeah, I'm ready, girl. Yeah, I'm ready. All right, y'all, let's go. So I'm back at my guy's shop, and look at the Rover. It looked good as new, y'all. Y'all remember this side was down. It's up, and I think he lifted it up on purpose to show me that it's not bleeding out no more. And what that means is just like losing air. So as y'all can see, both sides is good. And then also the coolant hose he fixed last week. So the Rover is good to go now, which is good. I mean, it can go make money, but it also costs us a lot of money too. This is just the harsh side of being a fleet owner. You win some, you lose some, but that's what come with it. That's the car business, to be honest. All right, so I'm with my guy Noor, owner of Nino's Auto Care. This is my guy that take care of everything.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Noor,
sir.
could you tell them how expensive this part was?
That's one of the most expensive parts going bad in BMWs and Range Rovers. Yes, so it's an air shocks. It's not that heavy, but eventually with using of the car, every now and on, car goes up, goes down, up and down. You're gonna get some air leak from here, from bearings or valves. So you will have to replace it, and there is no aftermarket for this part. You will have to go to a Range Rover dealer themselves to get it from there.
And how much if somebody wanted to replace his shock, if they called Rover, how much would they be looking at?
As an individual, if you call for your car, you will be quoting around 2,300 for just one, not pair of them, just one, 2,300.
Just
But
one?
yeah, since we are a commercial account mechanic shop, they give us some discount. Yeah.
Just one shock is
Yeah,
2,300,
yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
And if I didn't fix it, could you tell them what would have happened to the pump?
Oh, it's
that-
not safe to drive the car. It's gonna be like tilting to the one is leaking was the right side one, so the car will be always tilted to the right side. And since there is leak, the pump will keep working to fill it up with another air until it's heat up the pump, and then you're gonna break your airbag pumps, and that's something
That's
like
more
maybe
money.
4 or 5K for that.
For one fix, 4
Yeah.
to 5K. If I didn't replace this, I would have been looking at spending 4 to 5,000. So
Exactly.
if you in Houston, please come to Nino's Auto Care. They take care of everything,
Thank
no
you.
matter what it is. So I'm back at the house, and I want to read to y'all my invoice. So the part alone was $17.26. Now earlier, Noor said if you called the dealership and you tried to get it directly from the dealership without having like a commercial account, it would have been like $2,300. After tax, probably $2,425. So He charged me $17.26 for that. And then he charged for the labor. It only took basically 2 hours. He only charged me $192 for labor. And then shop supplies was $38.38. So the total came out to be $2,099. As y'all can see, here it is right here. So in under a week or less than a week, I spent basically $3,000 on this car. Because don't forget, y'all, last week I paid for a coolant hose repair, and that was over $600. So y'all, it's pros and cons that come with the fleet. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and bash the Range Rover. I'm telling y'all, this car got over, let me see how many miles this car got. I'm gonna give it to y'all raw. Sorry y'all, my cell phone died, but I want to show y'all the exact mileage this car got. So it got over 148,497. So let's just round it off to 150K. This car is finna hit 150K thousand miles and no issues, literally no issues at all. So me spending damn near 3K on it, it's like a neutral situation, to be honest. I know eventually something gonna happen due to wear and tear. So it is what it is. As a fleet owner, this is just something you deal with. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell people don't get a Range Rover, but if I were to start over again, would I get a Range Rover? Would I get a Range Rover? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just too expensive, of course, to just repair. Now, like I said, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Range Rover. Would I get one for personal use? Yes. But would I get one to rent out to people again? No. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna get rid of this car in a couple months to a year. It's finna expire. It's a 2021. This car treated me well, even before I start renting it out to people, which I only rented this car out to one renter. That's it. One long-term renter that had this car. And as y'all can see, he kept it in good condition. So if you're watching this video, Jay, good job. Now, I wanted to show y'all before I close out the vlog, the actual problem and why I had to repair it. So right here, y'all, it's like a suspension. Like right here, you're able to control the suspension. Like right now, I can lift it high if I wanted to, and then right here, I can lower it. Now, whenever the airbag went out, whatever you want to call it, shock absorber, whatever, whenever it went out, it caused the airbag to lose air. So that's why earlier in the video, it was leaning like that. It was leaning on the right side, which is not good. It was still drivable, like I could still drive this car, but it was bad for the pump, the motor, because every time it lost air, that motor gotta work twice as hard to put air back in it to keep the vehicle or the Range Rover level, which is bad. And if you're watching this video right now, this is why it's super duper important as a fleet owner to repair your vehicles right away, especially if you're a fleet owner. Now I know some of y'all not fleet owners, but especially if you're a fleet owner, because if you don't repair it right away and you just like, I'm gonna wait, it could potentially make more stuff go out that don't need replacing. So would you rather pay that expense now or pay double later? I'm not that kind of guy to want to learn the hard way. Something give me a warning and I'll fix it right away. So I fixed it right away. I got to get this car all washed and cleaned up for the long-term renter, give it back to him Friday. Also, oh, that's what I was going to show y'all. I was going to show y'all the actual part. So y'all can come with me real fast. So this the part right here that was leaking air. Of course, it's connected to the shock right in there. And that's what caused it to keep losing air. So whenever I came to a stop or I was at a standstill, kind of like how it is now, it'll go low. It'll start losing it. And then whenever I start driving, that motor or pump, it'll work overtime to put air back in it to keep it level. And it's not good, y'all. Overall, you know, I know y'all really don't care about that, but I'm just trying to educate y'all or show y'all this side of actually talking about it. But if I sit here and say, you know what, I ain't worried about it, I'll fix it later, it would have cost me more money rather than fixing it now. And right now I actually got the Rover. Let me close the dang hood. It don't look good with the hood up. Do not look good with the hood up. But right now I got it on off-road, or I selected the suspension to be on off-road. As y'all can see, it's kind of high. Kind of like how my mechanic had it. And I just did it again just to make sure it wasn't losing air again. So it's good. It hadn't lost air. The coolant hose is fixed, the suspension is fixed again. So now it's ready to go back out here and make money. Now, y'all, I'm trying to show y'all the real entrepreneurship side. You know, I'm not here talking about money. I'm just showing y'all the struggles and stuff you go through as a fleet owner, which is good and it's bad. I'll show both sides. You know, I know a lot of people be talking about the money. Like, no, you make a lot of money, but you also lose a lot of money. But I don't really count it as losing. I just count it as it's a part of the business. You just got to accept what come with it. But that'll be it for this video, y'all. I'm still working on getting my first commercial cleaning contract, which tomorrow is Thanksgiving, like I said earlier. So I probably won't be getting that till next week. If I can pull it off or pull like a clutch move and get it Friday, that would be so nice. But end all be all, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all for showing love to my channel, subscribing, liking, sharing. All of that mean a lot. I'm a small channel trying to grow, and I'm trying to show the real entrepreneurship. You know, a lot of people inflate the market or overflood the market with false entrepreneurship. And no, I'm here to change that. I'm here to change the game. So subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all next video.